Hey everyone, it's Tracy. I am sharing a Cricut Design Space 3 tutorial of how I took my system's fonts and resized them onto this board the size that I need it. So I will share tips and tricks of what I've learned so that you can create an individual sign yourself. So let's get started. Alrighty, here in Cricut Design Space, I'm using the beta version of the Cricut Design Space 3. And so I want to take these little lines away. Cricut in Cricut Design Space 3, they have given us a lot of options and for designing. So I don't need these little lines. So I'm going to click this little square at the top and at the top where the ones kind of meet. And I'm going to click on that and it's going to take those gray lines away. Okay, now I'm going to create a shape and I need the template or a canvas. And so I'm going to insert a square and I need that to be 10.25 and I'm going to hit tab and it's going to make my canvas or my shape bigger. So see down here where it is zoom 100, I'm going to minus that because I want to be able to see my square here without it being, on my screen. I need it to be on my screen. That's what I meant to say. I have my shape here, and so I'm going to leave it black because that gives me the that's the color of the board that I have. And so I need to insert text. So I've already figured out the fonts that I'm going to use. And so in the words I'm going to use, which is happy, and I want that to be all in caps. Okay, for this word happy, I need to go to my system fonts. And isn't this cool how Cricut Design Space has all of these? It gives you the example of what these fonts are. So I'm going to go to my system fonts and I'm going to type in the skinny. And so it makes it skinny. It turned it back black, so I need to turn it white again, because that's what I'm working with. See how because these letters are skinny, see how if I drag this diagonal, how it is proportioned, but it's making it really tall. I want to manipulate it myself, so I'm going to go over here to the lock button, unlock it. It brings this little green ball right here, green circle, and so then now I can manipulate it how tall I want it. The space in between these letters are too much. So right here where it says letter space, I am going to decrease that and see how that pulls those letters together. So I like that, and I want to go about right there. Oops. And I can come back and play with that later. All right, now I want to put the 4 in. So I'm going to just type the 4 because I am going to work with that individual. And I'm going to use the font, and it's a systems font. It is Curlz. I will have all of the links to these fonts in the description below, so if you like them and you don't have them, I will leave a link so you can download them. So I'm going to make a 4, pull it on here. I pull that at a diagonal, and so it proportionately made it wider as well as taller, but I want to manipulate that myself. So I unlock and I can do it like that, okay? So I'm going to click out so I have nothing highlighted, and I'm going to insert the text, and I do not want those to be capital letters. click the color so it gives it more of the color I want to use. And see how those letters are, the T and the H, there's too much space in between there. So I want to decrease the letter space until I like. Okay, see how it decreased the letter space in between that T and the H? So we're good to go. Okay, I'm going to insert the font again. Make sure there's nothing else highlighted because I get questions about that. If you have something already selected, it's going to select the whole thing. All right, so I want Happy 4th of July. So we're going to make this a little bit bigger and turn this white. Alrighty, we need to come up here. Oops, sorry. Come up here to love letters. Okay. Whoops, wrong one. Okay. Alrighty. We need to decrease this just a little bit. Turn this white. Alright. There's too much space in between the O and the F. Alright. We can come back and play with that a little bit more. So if we need to, that's what I mean. So July. Oh, I guess I should do my font. And it is going to be Magnolia Sky. I'm going to decrease those letters, the space. Okay, so I need to play with this a little bit more to get it all on my board. Maybe my 4 is a little bit big. That's why I wouldn't spend too much time until you get all of your letters, whatever saying you want to say, until you get all of your letters on your board. Then you kind of know how you want it to be. Happy 4th of July. Okay, now I'm going to go over here to shapes, and there is a star. Okay, and we're going to turn that blue or blueberry on that is the color. And I kind of am just going to play with the placement a little bit. I don't want to right click. I want to edit and copy, and then I'm going to paste. Make that a little bit bigger. I'm going to turn it. There's this turn button right here. Okay. See how this 4 is behind that? I want to bring that to the front. And I want to do that by arrange and bring to front. Okay. And then I need to insert another shape. And this time I'm going to do red. You know what? I need this here. Whoops. And if you move something you can, and you want it to go back in the exact place, just click undo. Okay, let's do this different since I've already sent that one to the back. Just hang with me. And then this one I am going to turn red. Okay. And then I'm going to highlight it. Oops. I'm so used to highlighting and right click and copy, but I don't need to do that on here. Copy. Maybe you can, I just don't. I haven't figured that out yet. So I am going to give me a star right there. All right, and you can put as many stars as you want, or fireworks or anything, but this is how I design this. I'm ready to cut out my letters, and so I want them to stay on my mat and not move their placement. It's just a visual thing for me. And so how you do that is click one of the words and see how it puts all of the little guides around it, and hold your shift key down on your board, and then you're going to select all of your letters, the 4, and then the July, and then down here our attach with the little paper clip is down here on the lower right hand corner at the bottom of your screen. Click attach, and then we're going to hit make it. And see how this is all attached here on one mat. If I would not have done that, I would have they would be all over individually. And if you're okay with that, that's fine. But this right here, I don't need. That right there is my 2 blue stars, and those are my 2 red stars. And I can kind of figure out the placement that I want for my stars based on where I have them on my mat. And here is the project that I did with this vinyl that I cut out on my Cricut. I do have a video showing how I hand painted and put all of this together. When I get that uploaded, I will share that here. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are new here. I love to read your comments as well, and we will talk to you soon, and God bless.